Okay, everyone, nice deep breath in. Let's make sure that your feet are flat on the floor, that your spine is straight, that we have a clear line for prana from your base chakra all the way to your crown, and from your crown all the way back down to your base. And breathing in nice and deep, get as fully present as possible. Gather yourself and ground yourself. If you've forgotten how to get grounded, pretend that you are putting down roots and stabilize your energy by anchoring yourself into gravity. And on a nice deep breath in, get centered, meaning see yourself at the center of your entire energy system, left and right cells, fully connected and merged along your energy spine. And if you are tilting this way or that way in your physical body, straighten up. And in your mind's eye, when you imagine yourself, imagine that energetic spine as being straight and clear, with your 8 primary chakras, 9 including your Earth Star chakra, fully aligned and with clear intention activated. You may also imagine yourself centered within a large egg-shaped auric field, a bit like the yolk in the middle of all of the white. And just breathing deeply, give yourself a moment to rest, to become present here and now, to be tuned into the sound of my voice, to the silence around you, the noises from the street, the sounds of other people breathing. And when you are ready, bring your attention to your base chakra. Here the energy center is usually red in color. The root chakra is right at the base of your spine, in the groin, directly connected to the genitals, directly connected to your legs, your willingness to put your best foot forward. And of course it connects through the soles of your feet and directly of its own accord to the Earth Star chakra. So there in your mind's eye, I want you to imagine your base chakra flowing downward into the earth and flowing towards the front of your body and the back of your body simultaneously. A beautiful red ball of energy, open, active, acknowledging your humanity and your belonging to this tribe called human. The base chakra is also the chakra of sexual intimacy, the most basic intimacy of all. So there, in your base chakra, take a moment to feel, to allow all of the pulse points of your base chakra to become active. Tighten your buttocks, tighten your thighs. Feel your base chakra open and active. Regardless of whether you are sexually active or not, you are a sexual being. designed to procreate. Instinctively, all human beings are sexual beings, seeking to create physical intimacy with others via the base chakra. The grossest, lowest frequency of intimacy of all. Examine, evaluate. This is the chakra of birthing and rebirthing, others and self. So this is an opportunity to rebirth your ideas and surrender your hang-ups and old belief systems about sexuality, all of the fears and doubts associated with physical intimacy. And you know what those fears are. Are they concerns with the shape and size and feel of your physical body? Are they concerns with being hurt, being in pain, being abused sexually? Are they concerns with what is right and what is wrong, morally speaking? Do all of your belief systems say that sex is not a topic for public dissemination and discussion and discourse? And yet it is one of the most common activities on the human plane. You are as a result of sexual activity. You would not exist in this body, on this plane, without it. Birds do it. Bees do it. Even educated fleas do it. Everybody's doing it. But all of the fears and doubts and concerns that surround it mean that the intimacy available in the sexual act is hardly ever fully realized. That the spiritual communion and intimacy available via the base chakra goes undetected. Here at the base chakra is where you have the turnaround and the spinning upward of the Kundalini energy. And spiritual intimacy aligned with physical, emotional, and mental intimacy means that your base chakra is able to communicate directly with your crown chakra in an upward flow of energy, otherwise called an orgasm. Such is the flow, instinctive, immediate, between your base and your crown, all through all the primary chakras. So for yourself, there in the hidden recesses of your own mind, ask yourself, have you had this wonderful experience of your base chakra spiraling upward to connect fully with your crown chakra and taking with it the energy of all of the other chakras, that I, the soul, am immediately and completely immersed in sexuality, sensuality, and communion. So just for a moment, just for now, imagine, if you will, your base chakra energy, bright red, passionate, flowing freely and fully, a deeper red than your own blood and life force, flowing upward through your energetic spine into your sacral chakra. And here, as it flows into the second chakra, immediately in front of the womb and 8 centimeters above the base, it meets with your desire, your need, your intent to connect with others. The sensual chakra, the creative chakra, the chakra of free will, chakra of sacred contracts and connectedness to soulmates, the chakra of procreation and the next level of belonging. This chakra demands intimacy on an emotional level, the astral plane. And when the base chakra brings sexuality into the sacral chakra, it encourages us to bring our emotions, our willingness to connect to another human being into play, into the act of sex itself. And now we move sexuality a level up from being a physical plane phenomena into being an emotional plane phenomena. From this chakra, you have to like yourself and the person you are interacting with. From this chakra, you have to be willing to explore the joy of being you with someone else. From this chakra, you have to take the risk of connecting, of being vulnerable to and with somebody else, of being naked of body and naked of your emotions. The willingness to laugh, to cry in somebody else's face. The willingness to hold hands and allow your pulse, your own nervous tension, to flow through you and into somebody else. Sacral chakra also takes us a step up the ladder from sex. It takes us to the level of embracing, caressing, stroking, touching, feeling on the physical plane, and tuning in emotionally on the emotional and mental plane. It takes us into connectedness with other souls on the spiritual plane and the willingness to create each moment anew. There are too many fears of intimacy that come up here. There is the intimacy of being seen for who you are. From this chakra, you cannot fake it. From this chakra, you cannot hold true the falsehoods of who you are inside out. But this chakra, where the orange and the red come together in a nice blend, we bring together passion and purpose. So allow the red energy of the base chakra to flow fully into the orange energy of your sacral chakra, dispelling all of the myths of who you need to be in order to share who you already are. Dispelling all the fears of being hurt, the doubts of being good enough. Take back your power from circumstance. In this chakra, you get to create an intimacy with yourself. And if there is pain, if there is turmoil in this chakra while doing this meditation, breathe deeply. Allow the life force to flow down into your sacral chakra. Flood it with white light, both back and front. That your being born may be seen as a blessing, and that your willingness to bring life into being is a blessing. That your willingness to be life is a blessing. And if you are feeling disconnected from yourself and others, and if you have divorced yourself in the act of divorcing others, This is your opportunity to reconnect and to recommit to enjoy or establishing a healthy emotional relationship with yourself. In this chakra, we commit to being honest, in integrity with self, that all that I feel and say and do and know and mean are one and the same within. And from my integrity with self, I may choose my outward interaction with others. This is the chakra at which you take your power back from the opinion of others. For here you stop to say, I see myself with clarity. I acknowledge my human plane vulnerabilities, flaws, weaknesses, doubts, and fears, even as I acknowledge my spiritual strength, the magnificence of I, the soul. And I use my connectedness with the universe to co-create, to manifest in every moment the glory of self. Here in your sacral chakra, we establish clear intimacy with self that may then be shared with others. The willingness to see self clearly, without illusions, without the dream state. This is also the chakra of conceptualization. Here you get to redefine the term intimacy in terms of your past experiences, your current experiences, and all future experiences that are being created even as you redefine it. What has intimacy always meant to you? Has it always been an aspect of the physical plane, or have you acknowledged long before now the intimacy you share with others, friends, family, partners in business and career, partnership in terms of relationship, soulmates, strangers who pass through your life and acknowledge just one part of you. Books, music, information, the internet. Names and faces that pass by every day. What is the nature of your intimacy in every interaction? How much of yourself is purely and completely present? And how much of yourself is hidden from the world? And when you have redefined your concept of intimacy, you may find that it has a great deal to do with cooperation, participation, the willingness to be fully present regardless of circumstance. But such intimacy takes self-respect, self-esteem, and self-assurance. So let's pull the energy up from your sacral chakra, all the way up into your solar plexus, nestled between the ribcage, protected. Here the golden ball of energy is completely open and available to all that you choose to manifest from your passion and your purpose. And here the key word is power. The power of intimacy, the power of you are one and the same. It is here, the last chakra on the human plane, that your intimacy with God as the human being, as an incarnated aspect of the source, becomes whole and complete. Pull the red and orange energy up and let it flood through the yellow ball of energy. Let it stimulate your subconscious mind and let it pierce through all of the fears sitting here in the solar plexus, the chakra directly connected to all life force of the sun. The chakra of strength, of character, nobility, leadership, oneness. And here we examine the intimacy of the mental body, the intimacy of your intelligence. Not just your mental intelligence, but also your emotional intelligence. And even, some would say, your spiritual intelligence. Here you share memories with others. And in sharing those memories, you have an intimacy with others. A togetherness forged by sharing a moment and forevermore sharing a memory. A picture of the past that harnesses your energy into oneness. And if you stop for a moment and consider all of the people you share memories with, memories of events, conversations, sounds, thoughts, other people, you will see that your memories of their own accord exist in a network, with or without the pictures. And if you stop to consider your memories of all of the people who have passed through your life, you will find that they are present. And if you stop to consider your memories, thoughts and ideas of who you used to be, other people's opinions, other people's input to your current state of being, you will find that those too are fully present, that you are intimately acquainted. And that is a phrase I am not understanding, you know. You can't be intimately acquainted with people because intimacy is saying we are knowing each other and we are together in this, you know. Because the acquaintance, oh, all right, I am going to keep quiet just now. But acquaintances are not people you know. Acquaintances are people who are over there somewhere and you are seeing them and they are seeing you, but they are not coming no close, you know. They are over there and you are leaving them over there because you are not needing something or you are not wanting something from them. So our intimacy here in your solar plexus is what is it that you are needing from other people, what is it that you are thinking you are not whole with, and then you are creating intimacy outside in order to answer that need. So you must stop now and ask yourself, what is there in your mind that is keeping you trapped in this physical plane of intimacy? What is it that you are needing that is not answered inside out, and you are thinking that person will answer? And so you are getting to know them better to make yourself whole, as if they will come around and they will fill the hole, you know. Because when they fill the hole, then you are whole. No. So here at the solar plexus, when we examine your sense of self, self-respect, self-esteem, self-assurance, the capacity and the willingness to engage with the universe and the understanding that you are fully present and able to manage every moment. What is the need that keeps you looking outward? What is the need that keeps you entangled with other people's opinions and fears and doubts of you? What is the barrier that you build here in the solar plexus to keep you intimate on the physical plane only and to deny the intimacy of mind, body, and spirit? For it is here, primarily on the human plane, that the final journey of intimacy through the heart and all the way up to the crown chakra is suppressed, restricted, and even denied. It is at this chakra that we make strangers of ourselves to others, and strangers of ourselves to self. What are the past experiences that keep you down, that restrict your power? Let the passion and the purpose of your base chakra and your sacral chakra flood through your solar plexus and awaken your power to be completely intimate with everything the universe provides, with everything that you desire between yourself and source. There is nothing that you need of the universe that any one human being may answer as fully as self, as fully as source, and as fully as the synchronicity between self and source. So it is at the solar plexus that you get to break down all of the barriers, pull aside the barbed wire, set aside the old memories, activate the joy of the good memories. And if you can feel yourself smelling the roses, dancing in the rain, feeling the sun on your back, smelling the breeze, smelling the ocean, acknowledging the sacred beauty of all that is in the universe, then you are taking your power back. If you can find within yourself all of the times you have stood tall and established from within your own conviction and courage, then you are taking your power back. And there, somewhere in your mind, if you can find all of the phrases that acknowledge your accomplishments and acknowledge your purpose served, that reinforce your good opinion of yourself, then you are taking your power. So let's open up the sacral chakra and the solar plexus chakra fully, that they may blossom into harmony with each other. That your emotional body and mental body may speak to each other in kindness and compassion. That your inner dialogue may be self-respecting. And so powerful that no other word, no other thought from outside self may replace it. And by now, where we have 3 streams of the lower chakras flowing fully, let's pull it all up into what you may think is the most important chakra of all for intimacy, your heart center. For what is intimacy if not an activation of your love, your kindness, your compassion in the universe? And yet it is so much more. Perhaps your intimacy is your willingness to feel others, to experience others as they are, to pull aside the veils and illusions, to see things, people, actions, thoughts, feelings as they are, without the distortions of your ego and your desire. So here in the heart chakra, the greatest feeling or aspect of your human heart is acceptance. True intimacy exists with acceptance. We cannot judge and then create intimacy. Judgment itself is a barbed wire fence between self and self, and self and others. So bring your passion, and bring your purpose, and bring your power all the way up into your heart center. That you may learn to accept, to allow others to be exactly as they are. And in doing so, that you may love them as they are. But it is here the wholeness of self is required for true intimacy. All of the self-judgment, the lack of self-acceptance, the bruises and the grieving and the sorrow of old, all of the doors that you have closed on your past that must be opened here in your heart center to let your passion, purpose and power flow upward into the truth, your throat chakra, with compassion. So open your heart. Let the cracks and crevices be filled with the power of you, with your willingness to bring passion into the world, into every aspect of your life, that you may be intimate with every aspect of your own being, that you may be open to your own spirituality, your own highest potential, your own ego gain, your willingness to express yourself in the world, to create intimacy at home and abroad. And here you may scan through your energy system and surrender all of the old notions of intimacy with others once you are willing to connect heart to heart. For here too lies your intimacy with an entire network of oneness consciousness. And what is intimacy if not your consciousness flowing in oneness with others? What is intimacy if not your love flowing in oneness with others? What is intimacy if not your willingness to share completely who you are from your heart center into the heart of the universe? And we make great demands on you to be intimate with the universe, intimate with your guides, intimate with your angels, intimate with your neighbors, that we may bring peace, love, kindness to a world torn by strife and war. And we make great demands on you, that you may bring intimacy to death. For is there no greater experience on earth than the intimacy of birth and death? This is the demand we place on you, that your relationship with yourself must be such that you fear neither birth nor death. That your intimacy with self is such that you are able to remove yourself from the ongoing cycle of both birth and death. and acceptance, non-judgment, here, from your heart center, allows you to step off that wheel of fortune, to stand naked, exposed in the universe, to all that is. A light, a star, an infinite being, surrounded by infinity. So where there is pain in your heart center, and where there is fear of creating such intimacy with spirit and humans, nurture it. This is not easily handed over to souls. Nurture yourself through it. And when the way is hard, imagine for a moment that you are surrounded by light. Inhale it deeply, that the light may filter through and boost your own light from the inside out. Breathe in nice and deep that all of the energy of the universe in its highest frequencies becomes available to you. For what is your heart if not the heart of source, beating here within your body? What is your heart if not the thumbprint of the universe? And perhaps breathing is all you need in order to bring yourself into acceptance and non-judgment, breath by breath. And here, when you have completed creating in every moment a new sense of an intimacy with yourself, a non-emotional intimacy, then you may open your heart to being empathic, clairsentient, willingness to experience all humanity in all of its forms and foibles and flaws, with acceptance, with objectivity, with love. Just like an egg timer, the heart center mediates the flow between your lower chakras and your upper chakras, filters everything out that is no longer required for the truth of your throat chakra. So gently allow the energy to flow upward at its own pace, spiraling up along the energy spine, bringing with it threads of passion, purpose, and power, fully embraced by acceptance. And let it flow into your throat chakra, the aquamarine energy center there at the base of your throat. Let it activate your thyroid gland that regulates the flow of all energy in your physical system, and through extension, your energy field, your energy body. Regulate your synchronicity with source. Just let all of that energy flow upward, that you may feel the courage of your compassion, the conviction of your compassion. And then let it subside. Just let it settle gently in your throat chakra. This is the chakra of your own personal truth. The freedom to be and know and see, feel your own personal truth. This is a truth that is never absolute and is completely private. And it is at this chakra that we evaluate your willingness to be intimate with the world through expression, intimate with yourself through expression, intimate with your mind and your body and your spirit, and in harmonizing all three, expressing your intent in the universe. It is at this chakra that your personal truth and your intention become one. Or in your heart center, where we urge you to pay attention, in your throat center, we urge you to express intention. What is your intention in creating intimacy with spirit, with self, with others? And of course, we place them in that order, that it is your intimacy with God, with source, with spirit, that uplifts your intimacy with self, and in turn uplifts your intimacy with others. It is at this chakra that we query your willingness to express the truth as part of your intimacy with self and others. We may even question whether you express your truth to God. And if you are lying to God or bluffing God, then who are you bluffing? Do you feel safe enough in the universe to bring your truth into action, to bring the truth of who you are, of your purpose and your power and your passion and your conviction and your acceptance of self into action, into expression, into deed with others? It is much safer to bring it into expression and intention with God. It requires greater humility before God and the risk of humiliation before man. But all truth carries a risk. The risk of rejection, the risk of change and transformation. So there in your throat chakra, where all of the threads of your humanity come together, establish your integrity with yourself. Establish your willingness to be what you feel, to say what you feel, to act on what you feel, and to surrender the emotions of your mind and your ego to the human chakras. Come only from the truth of who you are, and in doing so, to fully establish your intimacy with your highest self and source. From this chakra onward, we are fully aware of your highest self, your soul self, informing your evolution, informing your flow on the human plane. From this chakra onward, you are no longer just accompanied by your highest self. From this chakra, you have every opportunity to be your highest self. So ground your energy well. Let that throat chakra blossom. Let it activate your thyroid and all of the flow of your energy body around you. And if you find a glass ceiling, if you find a boundary, set a clear intention for your guides and your angels and your ascended masters and your highest self as associated with Source to clear it. Clear intention leads to clarity of action. And with the same clear intention, we pull the energy higher up, spiraling upward into higher and higher frequencies of being into your third eye. And here we look at your intimacy with all souls. Past, present, and future are one. Your intimacy with concepts of karma, past lives and future lives sit here. But mostly, this is your intimacy with all consciousness, subconsciousness, superconsciousness, and unconsciousness. This is your intimacy with all intuition, all knowing, and all the unknowns. This chakra is your intimacy with the Akashic records and the oceans of consciousness in its multi-layered existence. It is from this chakra that all the records of every soul ever created by the Source itself is written. And my Lord Husband says here, chakra of Shiva lies your destiny. Here is your intimacy with your yin and yang. The two petals of the third eye merge, bringing your logic and your creativity. Your yang energy that exceeds into Shiva, and your yin energy that exceeds to Shakti. Here you may see the third eye, beautiful indigo, deep navy blue, purple flowing through it. You may see it as a starry, starry night. You may see it as the moon energy. You may see it as the flow of yin and yang spiraling inward and upward and outward simultaneously. You may see it as Shiva. However you visualize it, feel this powerful chakra directly connected to your sacral chakra, flooding downward, upward, with soul purpose, universal purpose, and universal or cosmic wisdom. Here you may gain your intimacy with the wisdom of the ages, the wisdom of the enlightened being that chose to be incarnated. And if you allow all of the energy to flood upward from there, we may come into a state of peace in the crown chakra. And move once again into a gentle, floating energy in the chakra of the lotus. The thousand-fold petal is open. You may imagine it in shades of lilac, violet and purple. And you may even see at the center of the crown chakra a very small violet flame, the all-consuming passion of the universe. Bring all of the energy from the passion of your base, from the purpose of your sacral, and the power of your solar plexus, and the acceptance of your heart center, and the truth of your throat chakra, and the wisdom, the karma, the destiny of your third eye, into complete harmony, into complete peace, and oneness with all that is in your crown. Let all of that energy flood through all of the petals of your crown chakra. Here there is only the intimacy with God, directly connected to your spiritual body. This is your spiritual intelligence at work in the world as you perceive it, in the world as it is, and in the cosmos itself. It is on this chakra that my Lord Husband does his fiery dance, that all of your petals may flourish in peace, in harmony, in synchronicity with his universe. And it is from here that you feel and know and create your intimacy, your communion with Source. Here is the fullest, most enlightening, ecstatic oneness with God. And it is when the Kundalini energy flows through this chakra and connects upward with the source chakra that human beings are said to go mad, to lose themselves in the ecstasy of oneness with God, however you perceive it to be. It is the experience of bliss and surrender and a sublime oneness from which no soul chooses to return. It is the expansion of the human body into the incredible lightness of being. And to be that big, that magnificent, that colorful, and that light all at once. It's almost impossible for the human brain to visualize, imagine, feel, or know. Hence the incredible madness of being. Saints through the ages have described this ecstasy, this divine ecstasy. And if you can, imagine it, feel it, get a glimpse of it. It is this state of intimacy towards all beings astride. This state of complete enlightenment that the Ascension model strives towards, the 12 rays strives towards, that all of the teachings, both East and West, strive towards. And if you cannot feel it or imagine it, then just for a moment, just for one moment, imagine yourself being cradled in the arms of God, where all of yourselves, from all lives and all destinies, from all forms of consciousness, in all of your frequencies, mind-boggling, multi-dimensional being that you are, is cradled in the palm of God, like a newborn puppy in the palm of your hand, vulnerable, with great potential, at peace, protected, secure, safe. And when you have absorbed that feeling, see the energy turn around. See your crown chakra begin to close, so that all of the petals are coming together around that small flame, housing it, keeping it safe, and allowing all of that peace energy to be turned in, back to the center of the crown chakra, that it may now flow downward, back into your human form, bringing with it capacity to commune with all spirit, all frequencies of God. Bringing it all the way down into your third eye, and see it spiraling, not a straight line, spiraling downward, ever flowing, all the way down your energetic spine, bringing the purple energy and the violet flame, all of the shades of blue and gold and green and orange and red, all the way down into your third eye and your throat, and into your heart. And let us lock it into place. Let it flood through your heart center, filter through every nook and cranny, and whenever you need it, you will find it here. And then let some of it filter down all the way into your solar plexus and into your sacral chakra and into your base chakra, and from there down into the earth. Allow it to flow all the way into the earth, reconnecting you to gravity. And as the energy flow downward, we remind you. In affirmation form, you may repeat to yourself, I am in intimate relationship with the earth. The earth and I support each other. I receive my nourishment. I receive my nurturing from the earth. I am in intimate relationship with all humanity. I share the same form as all humanity. share the same sensory perceptual tools as all humanity. I am unique within this connection, like all humanity. I am in intimate communion with my instinct and my intuition. I am in intimate relationship with all creation and sacred beauty as I experience it from moment to moment. I am in intimate relationship with all thought and feelings and actions and intentions as they are recorded in my mental body and all mental bodies of the network and all mental bodies of the Akashic Records. I am in intimate relationship with all souls in our natural forms of life and joy. The essence of who I am is exactly the same as the essence of all life itself. I am in intimate relationship with the truth of who I am. That truth may be uniquely mine. I share it with joy and courage and love. I accept the truth of who I am so as to live it fully and demonstrate it completely. I am in intimate relationship with the cosmos. There is no single event of the cosmos that does not flow through me, even as I flow through it. There is no fate or destiny that does not exist through my intention. There is no fate or destiny that does exist without my intention. I am co-creating all of my karmic effect in every moment. I am in intimate relationship with my Lord, my God, myself. And it flows through me in sublime ecstasy. I harness the power of all of my intimate relationships with Spirit and establish them as my belonging in the universe. I establish them as my intimate relationship with myself. And I establish them as the groundwork, the foundations of my relationships with all others. I am present and available to all forms, all frequencies of intimacy as they exist here and now. And before we come out of meditation, please ask Archangel Michael to send his blue flame sword flowing over you, that your energy field may be fully protected by his blue light, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, that your electromagnetic field may be sealed and consolidated. I am safe and present. I am safe and secure. I interact with the universe in complete assurance that I am a sacred space, I am the sanctuary of self. And when you are ready, you may bring yourself back to this moment, here and now.